and fierce. No, I am not complimenting myself. Rather, I think these words perfectly embody who I become when I recognize the privilege that I hold and the perspectives that I can frame because of how I choose to control X. To be able to edit, whether that includes cutting out pieces or just simply temporarily holding them, is what today revolves around. What is privilege from the eyes of a 13-year-old boy? And why are two computer keys so metaphorically important? Hello everybody, my name is Ayaan Ali Ayubi. I'm 13 years old and the ones closest to me know me as a passionate footballer, public speaker and debater. I speak Urdu and English and I'm currently learning various other languages. In front of you here, I may simply appear as a young little boy, but on this stage, I represent the memories and experiences that Ayaan has made on the pitch, with a mic, and in his mother tongue. These lives that I remain grateful for are a product of the privilege I try to acknowledge daily. My grandparents faced limited opportunities, but still worked tirelessly. Their dedication helped my parents, who were once children in a very foreign world, yet were able to provide my sister and I with the resources necessary for us to thrive. Control-X to countless is just the removal of a piece of information. Within the scope of my talk, that would be ignorance. I read, and there are so many lives a single author breathes. These lives that we are able to live individually in reality are tenfold the lives that a whole underserved population can live. The earth that we joyfully skip on remains the land that many soak with their blood, sweat, and tears just to be able to afford a meal that day. Control-X to many symbolizes the removal of any connection between you and the sentience of the underprivileged. Within the scope of my talk, that is again ignorance. To be able to play football, the field should be level. But where is the empathy and the acknowledgement of one's own privilege? Where is the equity and the humanity? Where is the recognition of the power you hold to be able to make a change? Control-X to many symbolizes the shutting down of voices. But as someone who has only just entered double digits, how loud does my soft-speaking voice have to be to control-X your ignorance? How about we delve into some statistical proof of the ignorance present in our world? Did you know that the World Economic Forum estimates that at least 150 million people worldwide are homeless? Did you know that UNESCO data shows that around 244 million children and youth between the ages 6 and 18 are still out of school? And did you know that according to WHO, around half the population still uses unsafe water sources? These numbers, amongst many others, are proof of the stark inequalities that persist globally. They reflect not just statistics, but the lived realities of millions who lack basic necessities and opportunities that many of us take for granted. As I stand here, a young boy with access to education, sports, and the comfort of a loving family, I am reminded of the responsibility that comes with privilege. Privilege is not just about what we have, it's about what we do with it. It's about using our advantages to uplift others, to amplify their voices, and to work towards a more equitable world. It's about recognizing that Control-X isn't just about deletion. It's about making space, acknowledging biases, and actively seeking to bridge divides. As a 13-year-old, I may not have all the answers, but I believe in the power of education, awareness, and empathy to drive meaningful change. Every single one of us has a role to play in creating a world where every single child has access to education, where every single person has safe drinking water, where every single individual gets to thrive on a level playing field, and where not one person is left behind due to circumstances beyond their control. You may be wondering why I chose this topic. Why not any other? This is such big talk from a young child, but we all start somewhere. This stage is a platform I am grateful to have, but such an opportunity stems from privilege. My soft-spoken voice, as I now recognize it, is loud enough to hopefully create a ripple effect to help you control extra ignorance. In the face of daunting statistics, it can be easy to feel overwhelmed or powerless, but together, through small steps and collective efforts, we can rewrite the narrative of privilege and inequities. For me, the word privilege, that I've used multiple times, is not a guilt trip, but a call to stand in solidarity with those who are marginalized and amplify their voices in spaces where they are often unheard. I thank you for listening to a 13-year-old talk about his passion for reimagining Control X, and I hope my words stick with you for another 13 years and beyond.